So religion is a very complicated subject matter. It can be a very hostile topic. It could be a very happy topic. A lot of people base their whole lives off of religion and their affiliation to their church. I personally align myself more on the spiritual side of the topic. Um, to me, being spiritual means that you are seeking a higher purpose, um, trying to find your path in life and feeling fulfillment, but it's not necessarily designated to an organized religion where there are specific rules and a set of beliefs that you have to adhere to. Um, and if you don't adhere to those things, that you may be shunned or looked down upon. And personally, I feel like a religion that preaches love and caring and understanding, and then turns around and maybe judges you or uh, makes you feel less than or negatively about yourself, is kind of defeating the purpose of what their original mission statement is. And so obviously that depends on the person, and what they're looking for in order to find their faith or find their path in life. And I feel like my life experiences have very much added to my beliefs and my perceptions of religion as a whole. But let's be honest, there's a lot of historical evidence that religion can be a really bad thing. You have centuries of war fought over religion. And so it can be very complicated. So when it comes to education, I think the most important thing, especially from the reading, is that you as a teacher need to be aware that this topic is very sensitive. And in order to respond to a parent's concerns or even its students' concern, is to address it in an understanding of seeing things from that person's perspective before you give your opinion on the matter. Whether it be having a conversation with a colleague before you maybe respond to an angry email about what's being taught, or just taking a moment to put yourself in that person's shoes and following up in a positive and engaging way to reassure the parent that, the education, the curriculum that's being taught in the school is ultimately meant to help the student in learning and understanding, and not to force certain beliefs on their child. So being aware of those things and delicately, it's kind of a tap dance around what you should and shouldn't say in order to appease the parent, but also teach the subject matter. And so I do feel like my background, being my mom was born and raised as an Episcopalian, and she raised my brother and I as that, and my dad as well. But he also has ventured into Hinduism and has been a part of that religion for 30 plus years. And so I was taken to church events and I was exposed to different backgrounds and religious beliefs. So I definitely do feel like I can see things from multiple perspectives. And I feel like that will definitely help me in, navigating potential situations with parents. And I mean, really, that's the most important thing, is just understanding and when a parent doesn't want something being taught, and is very much wanting, say, a book to be censored. I remember when I was in school, Harry Potter was banned because of the magic and the witchcraft and wizardry. And so to me, I'm like, oh, that's crazy, because that doesn't make any sense. It's not real. But to others, that is wicked and it's very negative in their religion. And so being able to understand and see from that perspective is important. And so just using life experiences to really help kind of facilitate conversation and understanding is important. Let's see. So communication, communication is key, both for the students and for the parents. And as a teacher, it's at the very top of the list in order to be able to facilitate those conversations. And what might be, very conservative to me might be less liberal to somebody else, or vice versa. So it's important to take that extra time, and just being aware of different stereotypes and cultural, aspects of things that students might not be used to, and communicating between those students in order for those kids to get along. And if, as a teacher, you see someone bullying another student due to, their background or their religious beliefs, even if you don't agree as a teacher, it's still important to, curb those behaviors, because that's not how they should be acting. So it's important to step in, instead of just disregarding that information because you might not be in the middle of the conversation. Well, it's still important as a teacher to step in at that point. But really, so like I said, it's very, very complicated conversation. You can talk about religion all day, every day. We've been doing it for millennia. And so really, so I'll leave the video here with a question that I kind of touched on in my comments here, but how would you as a teacher handle a situation where a parent came to you and was not happy about material being presented in class? So specifically, how the curriculum on being taught on evolution, they disagreed with that and do not believe that that's how life has evolved and whatnot. How would you as a teacher handle that situation and kind of divert some of those tensions between the parent and yourself? So awesome. Have a great day, guys. Thank you.